Hello, my name is Hana Aryan. I'm from Al Huda Islamic School in sixth grade. My project title is AI or Not Testing Two Generations Eye for Truth. Visual literacy is important across generations. While AI images can be helpful and are often used responsibly, they can also be misused, even maliciously, to mislead or show something unreal as real. The purpose of my project is to find out which generation can better identify images as real or AI, Generation Alpha or Generation X. With so many AI-generated images, it has become harder to distinguish between a real image and an AI image. The objective of this project is to check if Generation Alpha or Generation X has better visual literacy to detect AI images from real images. My independent variable was the two generations, Gen X and Gen Alpha. The dependent variable was identifying the pictures correctly, real or AI. The controlled variables were the same pictures shown to the subjects, the same screen, the same time given to identify the pair of pictures, 30 seconds, the same distance away from the screen. My hypothesis was if I asked 30 subjects, 15 from Gen Alpha and 15 from Gen X, to identify which of 20 images are real or AI, then Gen Alpha will show better visual literacy than Gen X. To conduct this experiment, 30 subjects were used, 15 from Gen Alpha, 12 years old through 14 years old, and 15 from Gen X. From the website Britannica Education, a set of 10 pairs of images, one real and one AI in each pair were used. The images were presented on a large classroom monitor. A form was handed out to each subject to fill which image is real and which is AI for the 20 images presented. First, I obtained consent from all of the subjects participating in the experiment or their guardians for the younger age group. After that, I chose 10 pairs of images from an online site, 10 real and 10 AI. There were two groups of 15 subjects, one for Gen X and another for Gen Alpha. 3 subjects at a time were tested in a classroom to identify if the images on the class monitor are real or AI. All subjects were given 30 seconds to identify which of each pair of images is real and which is AI. All subjects were at an equal distance from the monitor. After both groups were done testing, I calculated the results and saw who had better visual literacy, Gen X or Gen Alpha. Based on the data shown, Gen Alpha identified the pictures correctly 252 times out of 300 and 196 times out of 300 for Gen X. The results of the experiment supported the hypothesis. Gen Alpha had better visual literacy than Gen X. The measure of central tendency showed that the mean, median, and mode were respectively 16.8, 18, and 18 correct answers for Gen Alpha. The mean, median, and mode were respectively 13.1, 12, and 10 correct answers for Gen X. The range of the corrected data was 8 for Gen X and 12 for Gen Alpha. The Gen Alpha students were tested between the age of 12 through 14 years old. These students were in first, second, and third grade when the COVID quarantine was implemented. Their exposure to very long hours during online schooling could be a contributing factor to their visual literacy over that of Gen X. I would like to thank my teacher for supervising me during the test, my parents for supporting me, and all of my test subjects for giving me permission to test them.